How much gold can you legally keep at home? The truth will shock you. In the silence of the night, when a door suddenly rattles with a knock, a fear spreads through the corners of the house. Could it be an income tax department raid? And if you have gold in your home safe, that fear becomes even more intense. Can you really keep as much gold at home as you want? Is there any law that restricts you? If there is a raid someday, can your gold be confiscated? To find answers to such questions, we consulted India's tax and investment experts so that you can know how much gold you can legally keep at home and under what circumstances you need to be cautious. It's very important to know this, because if your knowledge is incomplete, a misunderstanding could put your years of earnings at risk. In India, gold holds a place far beyond just ornaments. It symbolizes tradition, wealth, and social status. Be it weddings or festivals, everything feels incomplete without gold. That's why India is the largest consumer of gold in the world. But does this tradition and love for gold place us above the law? The answer is no. There are many misconceptions regarding the rules of keeping gold in India. Many people believe the government has set a limit, but the reality is a bit different. Today, an Indian citizen can keep as much gold as they want, provided they can prove the legitimate source of that gold. Understanding this balance is the essence of this story. Today, we'll delve deep into this topic. But before that, if you are new to our channel, please don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an update from us. Now, without further delay, let's begin today's discussion. Earlier, India had the Gold Control Act of 1968, which restricted citizens from possessing gold beyond a certain limit. This law imposed very strict regulations, including tough rules even on personal ownership. However, this law was abolished in June 1990. This means that currently, there is no direct law in India that tells you how many kilos of gold you can keep at home. But that doesn't mean you can hoard gold endlessly without being questioned. In the eyes of the income tax department, the source of every valuable item matters, and gold is one of them. As of today, even though the law does not limit the quantity of gold one can keep, the income tax department has certain guidelines that apply during raids or investigations. On 11th May 1994, the CBDT, Central Board of Direct Taxes, issued a directive clearly stating that, during a raid, income tax officers cannot seize gold jewelry up to a certain limit. This limit is 500 grams for a married woman, 250 grams for an unmarried woman, and 100 grams for men, whether married or unmarried. The purpose was to provide relief by considering the socio-cultural background and avoiding the seizure of small quantities of jewelry. This does not mean you can only keep that much gold. Rather, it acts as a protective shield during raids. But the other side of this is that if you possess jewelry in excess of this limit and cannot provide valid documentation for its source, you could face trouble. The CBDT directive is only for income tax officers to ensure a uniform approach and to avoid unnecessary seizure of small amounts of jewelry. This guideline also reflects how seriously gold is viewed in Indian culture, while also making it clear that no one is above tax regulations. The important thing to note is that these guidelines apply only to gold jewelry, not to gold bars, coins, or other forms. So, if you have chains, necklaces, or bangles weighing more than 500 grams and cannot provide solid proof of their source, the authorities can seize them. However, if you've purchased this gold through banking channels, have the bills, or received it as inheritance or a gift with proper documentation, then no one can trouble you. This is why having proper documents, purchase bills, and banking transaction records provides you with legal protection. To validate the purchase and ownership of gold, certain precautions are essential. First and foremost, always keep your purchase bills safe. If you've made a cash purchase, it's crucial to prove that the cash came from a tax-paid source. In today's digital age, transactions made through banking channels are considered the safest. If you paid via card, check, or net banking, you need not worry. Also, in cases of exchange or replacement, be sure to keep the labor charges and receipts so you are prepared in case of any future inquiry. Now comes the question, what if you received gold as a gift or inheritance? In such cases, you'll need to gather some documentary evidence. This could include a will, a gift deed, or a copy of the income tax return of the person from whom you received the gold. Simply stating that it's a family heirloom won't be enough. If you can support your claim with documents, you'll be protected even in the event of a raid. This precaution not only ensures your safety but also reflects your responsibility as a law-abiding citizen. The CBDT circular clearly states that jewelry up to the specified limits cannot be seized, even if there is no clear proof of its source. However, this circular does not legalize the ownership of such jewelry. This means you cannot keep unlimited gold and expect the government to not raise any questions. If, during an investigation, it is found that your total wealth does not match your declared income, you will be required to provide evidence of the source of that gold. Otherwise, the matter can escalate into litigation. This legal clarification tells us that even if there is no visible restriction, accountability within the law is mandatory. Additionally, note that this directive applies only to jewelry. If you have gold bars, coins, or uncut ornaments without clear sources, authorities may seize them, even if they fall within the specified weight limits. In short, more important than quantity is the proof of source. This proof is the foundation of your legal ownership and protection, which can safeguard you from any legal trouble. Currently, wealth tax has been abolished, but before 31st March 2015, if your total taxable wealth exceeded 30 lakhs, you were required to file a wealth tax return. If you declared your jewelry and other valuables in that return, they can still serve as a protective shield for you today. These documents validate your ownership and protect you in case of any inquiry. In conclusion, there is no strict legal limit on how much gold you can keep at home in India. But you must have the right documentation. And if you possess gold bars, coins, or large quantities of jewelry, the most important thing is the proof of origin. The Income Tax Department cannot seize your jewelry as long as you can prove it came from legitimate income, gifts, or inheritance. As long as you have that proof, neither you nor your gold is illegal.
If our video has taught you something new, do not forget to like and share this video so that this information can reach others as well. Your likes and shares are a source of inspiration for us. If you have any questions or suggestions, please let us know in the comments. It will be our honor to answer your questions and listen to suggestions. And yes, if you like our content, subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon so that you stay connected with every new story. Thank you. GRT Business YouTube channel sources, news from various news agencies, opinion polls and other public sources. We try to ensure that every report and summary is accurate and verified, but we are not responsible for any dispute or error. Our aim is only to provide you with accurate information.